Atlas, good evening and welcome to the MGM Grand here on the Vegas Strip in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of light heavyweight action. A lot of talk heading into tonight's matchup. Everybody expecting this to be a great night of action. Roy Jones Jr. is making his way down to the ring, and he does so with a confidence where he knows he put all the hard work in and he's ready to explode inside those ropes. Crusher's making his way to the ring now, and you can see how focused he is on the task at hand.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
This is a 12-rounder. Here's round number one. Teddy, what do you think we're going to see out of Jones?
I think you're going to see what you always see. You know, you're going to see a guy that breaks the rule book as far as the way you're supposed to go about technically approaching pugilism. But I think you're going to see speed, you're going to see power, great reflexes, great sense of anticipation, and you're going to see a little cockiness.
Is this the type of stylistic matchup, Teddy, a high stamina guy against a power puncher that many would describe as, oh, that's a little dangerous for the big favorite, for the big power puncher? That can be a trap.
Yeah, it can be a trap because anytime you have a guy with high endurance.
He had no idea that hook was coming. It got to him bad. He goes from damaged goods to defensive goods.
Yeah, because right now he's fighting on instinct. He's doing things without even thinking, just automatic things. Things that he was taught 5 years ago, 3 years ago, that maybe he thought about, but he didn't do. Now they're just coming out. He's just naturally surviving.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Halfway through round number one.
Come on, kid, focus.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on. And he's just not engaging in the fight. He clinches again. He missed with that headshot. Jones's defense is paying off now. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. This round comes to an end. And Teddy, easy to note here that he wasn't landing a lot of punches. Now he was throwing them up, but he wasn't landing a lot. Is that because of his opponent's defense, or is he just not that accurate of a puncher?
No, it's a combination. First of all, his opponent's pretty slick in there, pretty good at bobbing, weaving a little bit, slipping a little bit, making himself a difficult target, but his punch is a little wide. Needs to shorten them up.
All we need is water up there, and that's it. You don't need that, no, throw that away.
Crusher's recovered nicely here. The start of this round, and he is proving to me at least that what happened in that last round is having no effect on this round. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. A knifing left hand by Crusher. Good job snapping out that jab.
You know, if you're watching Muhammad Ali, you know you need a jab to move on the outside, but if you're coming forward, you need a jab, and there's proof of it.
Able to dismiss it.
Yeah, that's it.
Roy Jones Jr. with a left. And that had some bite to it, that right hand by Crusher. Wow, was Roy Jones Jr. stunned right there. I'm personally stunned he didn't go down, but survive, I think he will. Crusher's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? Well, he ties up there. He missed that uppercut. Halfway through round number 2. You've used that description, stubborn, driven, single-minded focusedness for Roy Jones Jr. How much does that point to his success that he's had?
Probably 75% of it, because the physical abilities, a lot of people have comparable physical ability, sometimes even better than guys that get to a higher place. But mentally, emotionally, character-wise, you have it or you don't have it. He has it.
You got these one.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Ten seconds to go in this round. So the end of the round. And now a chance to put the pieces back together. He got stunned in that last round.
Yeah, well, he has to get those birds out of his head right now. You know, open that cage up and let him fly out there. And the best way to do that is find out why he got stunned. What did he get hit with?
You need to capitalize on his mistakes, okay? I want to see that counter hook.
There you go.
Make him pay for his mistakes. Okay, listen. Body and head, body and head. Go.
Well, he got caught by a lucky punch in that last round. It did do some damage, but now you can tell he's right back where he wants to be, fresh and ready as we start this round.
I don't take lightly when a guy gets dropped, but you know what? I think he was more embarrassed than he was hurt.
Crashes home with a hook.
Keep working the body.
Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it. Blocks that belt line well. that was a miss by Crusher. Jones is doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Well, earlier you saw what happened to him. He was stunned. He got tagged in this fight. He got hit hard. Now you're seeing the kind of mentality that's going to try to avoid that happening again. But, Teddy, it's not necessarily the kind of mentality that's going to win you a fight.
No, if you're in the corner with him, you know what you tell him, Joe? You tell him, look, you're being tested now. I understand you've been hurt. I understand you're looking to survive right now, but you're being tested for the first time in your life. Do you want to be a champion? Do you want to be special? Special people find a way to get out of this and still offensively go forward.
And he's got to answer those questions. Teddy, among the things that we should be looking for early is which fighter can show a wide array of an offense.
Yeah, you don't want to always be coming in that front door all the time. You want to come in the side door every once in a while. You know, sometimes you want to maybe even come through the roof, down the chimney. You want to mix it up.
Up top with the quick hook. He just missed that shot up top. Good defense, just covering up down low. Scores well to the head with the right hand. 10 seconds to go in this third round. Got to try to do better than that. He missed with that hook. And this round comes to an end.
You're getting caught up. You're getting caught up and fighting his fight. Focus from me.
This is yours. You hear me? Escuches. This is your fight.
There you go.
Keep it up. Keep scoring points.
Crusher's enjoying a lead on Teddy's scorecard the first time we look at the scores ringside here tonight. Although early on here, it's not as if either man is in complete control of this fight. Nice block by Crusher. Crusher's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
Goes up top with the right hand. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. That right hand over the top lands flush. Jones's fatigue is starting to play a major factor in this fight now. He is having trouble landing any of these punches.
Yeah, and it's not because his opponent all of a sudden is a great defensive whiz. You know, he's not Claude Rains. He didn't all of a sudden become the invisible man. It's just that he's not landing because he's throwing him from too far away, as you said, very tired.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Buddy.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Accuracy an issue there. Didn't land that straight right hand. Crusher's blocking ability is doing well for him there.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Jones's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. Ten seconds to go in the fourth. Crusher's probably sitting back right now saying, hey, I got everything figured out. Coming off of a sensational round you just saw, he was able to do some serious damage to his opponent.
Yeah, you know what really did it was that left hook to the liver, that body shot. You know, that's like going into a restaurant, you get a stain on your jacket, you know, and the stain just doesn't come out. You know, you go to your cleaners, it's still there. Those body shots, they don't come out. They stay with you round after round, and they keep doing damage. They keep paying off for you. He's got the benefit of that body work going for him.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. Roy Jones Jr. is using a lot of energy just by throwing so many punches, but he's not getting much out of all this effort at all.
No, he's working much too hard. That's a good point there. He's working really too hard for what he's getting done. He has to now start to educate himself, start to, you know, place those punches in the right spots.
Scores big with the hook to the head. Roy Jones Jr.'s big shot he just scored with. It's gonna take a lot to rise up from that. What a body shot that was. So after being knocked down, now some major questions to be answered by Roy Jones Jr. Well, big shot comes crashing home. This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down. Jones's corner needs to really get to their man after this round. They need to treat him after that knockdown. They also need to give him some sound advice. What's the advice you'd give him?
Well, first of all, if they're going to get the chance to get to him, he better move his head. But the advice I would give him is, hey, you go out this next round and you kill some time. Tie him up a little bit right from the beginning. Don't worry about losing the early part of the fight or the early part of the round. Just get yourself back together.
Crusher's showing us a real solid skill set here with his head movement. Teddy, how much of that is just natural athletic ability and instincts, and how much of that is being trained well?
Well, most of it's trained well. If I take a guy off the street, Joe, and he hasn't been taught anything, he's going to throw punches. But usually he's not going to have a good defense. That's something that has to be attained. That's something that has to be taught. This guy has been taught good defensive fundamentals.
Went to the body there, but unable to connect. Well timed by Crusher. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Defense easily turns into offense. Blocks a blow, sends an uppercut. Solid. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, his sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
The ref stops the fight. Roy Jones Jr. smashed, and he can't get up. Unable to beat the count. Crusher's power that we saw throughout the night, building a lead on your scorecard, now ends the night with a knockout victory.
And it begins the next night, the next dawn, the dawn of the new beginning. More money. Knockouts bring money.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.